They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium, home of the Ravens in Baltimore, Maryland. As we'll see a team from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Black Knights will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. The Army-Navy game is always full of twists. Last year, just a week after the Black Knights of the Hudson had won the American Conference Championship, a resurgent Navy squad with emphasis took the victory in America's game.
Yeah, Navy put up points early and often and made Army throw the football. And Jesse, we know how that goes. This is not a throw team.
There he goes! They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
A little screen to the running back. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going and you got to be reminded. You were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Trying to find the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 5 of this offense, powering toward a score.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money. But you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
He is denied, stopped just short of the goal line, pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Cadets offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time...
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense can smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this...
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And as quarterbacks, you've got to be aware of secondary pressure. You've got to know when these free safeties, they start creeping towards the line of scrimmage, that they might get involved. You've got to have an answer for it. The QB didn't have one that time.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, they're able to generate an explosive play here with a design QB run. He shows you his speed.
I know the quarterback's going to carry it, but this defense wants to make him feel it when he does.
Yeah, he's physical and he's tough, but we'll find out just how tough he really is. I'd be curious to know how many carries this guy can withstand in this game.
On third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
Flips it out in the flat. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. And now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Navy will have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game and the Mids blew them out.
And since that first blowout, obviously this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So
he just held it poorly and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Horvat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
Under fire. Another incompletion on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Motion from the back. The option look. Runs through a tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Three-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try the right side. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team, getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are, they know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early and often in this football game.
He'll ride his man on the option. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The RPO fired complete to the left. Turning it on. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Nice move there. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Give to the fullback. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman.
they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
19-0.
He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hold, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Gonna run it. It's Reed. And the Black Knights get enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, they call this America's game because no matter who you root for, you're captivated by this.
Well, and this is just one of those games I think always just stands out just because of the way it looks, right? It's all the uniforms in the stands. It's the pageantry. It's the history of this game. It's the style of football these two teams play as well. It just means so much to these players.
It's so cool, and it's saved for after the Heisman Trophy, after the championship games, when they get the spotlight on them, a well-deserved spotlight for what they do for everyone out there across this country.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Horvath. Catch in the middle, it's Kent. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Kent. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the back over the middle.
You see it so much in college football with a motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
And runs through another guy. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Here's a heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on third and half a mile. To throw, it's Horvath. Rush is on him. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Navy.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. A run for the quarterback. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. On the option. Take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests. 3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
He'll pull it on the read. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Got enough for the 1st. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
They'll do it however way you want it. Whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one or they're going to run the option off it, you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They will check to see how physical you want to be in a football game.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Coleman. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Spits it out to the back. And that one's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
The Black Knights are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They want to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Navy will go back on the attack. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit as he throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Looking downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield. And
breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Back to throw, it's Horvat. He's striking downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Chapman. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
The give to the big fullback. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we're 2 quarters from finding out who's going to sing second, and already Army and Navy have hit some high notes.
Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on 1st down from the 30. The give to the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball will they dial up on second and a long way to go. On the option. There he goes. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Black Knights come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run the sneak for it.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? Keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go, high percentage. Run the quarterback sneak. Get the first down.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Black Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Goes to the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Black Knights will call on their punt team. What a terrible, terrible shame. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The give to the lone running back. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Navy now facing 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Steps away to find some room. Finding open areas. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play.
Touchdown, Navy! And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Scanning the field, it's Coleman. The screen, he's got wheels. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Fullback's got it. Gets it past the marker. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
The Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the back. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets into the pitch, man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Unloads to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
You know what? Everybody gets energized in the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. Hauls it in. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down, now a decision to be made. On the option. He breaks a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Army! How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. To the air, it's Coleman. Bringing the heat. Here's the pressure. Here comes the heat. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Navy offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off play action on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well, then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
I tell you what, fourth quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ballgame when it's really going to matter.
They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. They'll run play action. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Horvath. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Navy will have to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll send the back in motion. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Looking for space, it's Reed. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Black Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Fortner. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And we've seen a lot of that on this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. The Black Knights really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the bootleg. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Horvat. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's moving out of the pocket. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide.
4th down, no problem. Call your own number. He does a great job sticking the ball in the belly of the running back, pulling that thing out, taking off and running, and knowing he had the 1st down. Nice job by this offense to get a fresh set of downs.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's up to 94 yards rushing as he inches closer to that 1,400-yard milestone.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it up the 16-yard line.
Yeah, they've had a day. And it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Touchdown, midshipmen! And the pummeling has started. Anchors away as Navy has pushed out this lead and smooth sailing ahead for the midshipmen.
How about Navy handling this moment? This is a huge moment, obviously only show in town. Everybody cheering for you. The weather's always awful. Navy's done a great job executing, taking advantage of some Army mistakes, and they got the lead going.
A big opportunity, obviously, for Navy's program, but also doing it on a national stage. They have come out and they have dominated Army. They're executing better. They've run the ball better. Defensively, they've been stout. This has been impressive.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield. It's Coleman. Got his man on the right. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. They'll run it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Now, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hard running there. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee on fourth down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. With the clock running, this should be the final play. So Navy beats Army, and it is tradition for the victors. As both teams sing their alma mater, the victors sing second, and that honor will go to the midshipmen. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys. So this is a big win today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.